Hi again, gang. We're back. Today I'm going to work on making a brand new pickguard. Now, as you can see, we got the original pickguard on there, just so you can take a look at what it looks like. And it's made out of black plastic. And there's nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, a lot of people actually like the plastic pickguards. But I'm really into natural materials. If you know anything about SharkInlay, you'll know that we try to do everything possible out of natural materials. So I'm going to replace this pickguard with a custom Rosewood one that we're going to build right now. And you're going to watch how we do it. It's going to match the headstock, and it's going to match the control plate when I'm done. All this stuff's going to be made out of rosewood, which of course also matches the fretboard. And I think it'll be really beautiful with the stain we're planning on doing with the guitar. So let's get going and make this new pickguard. So I'm just going to start by removing the old pickguard. Now, I only have 2 screws on it at the moment, so it's not on here very tight. And I did notice when I checked out, this is the reason why I rechecked it out, and we have a little bit of gap right here on the original guitar between the pickguard and the fretboard. We're going to take care of that too, so those butt up just perfectly against each other. So I'll take this off, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it with double back tape right onto the rosewood plate. Now, if I was making a lot of these, I would probably just program it in and do it with our cam machine. But when I'm just doing one, it's actually a lot easier just to make it, just to cut it by hand. And that way I can really polish it up and make sure I got exactly the shape I want. Although I'm going to try to match the shape of the original pickguard pretty close on this particular job. So I'm putting a lot of double back tape on this thing because I don't want it sliding around on me. That would just be a real waste of beautiful rosewood, because if it slips I'm going to have to start over. And I don't like starting over. So we're going to put on quite a bit of double back tape, kind of all over the place. So it's going to stick nice and tight. You really can't have too much. And I'm going to put probably one piece over here. And now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to put it right down on this sheet of rosewood, making sure that the grain is nice and straight. Give it a little pressure. There we go. I like it. Grain's nice and straight. We're all on there. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take a table scroll saw, and I'm going to cut the shape of this thing roughly, and then I'm going to finish it off. Okay, now that we have the rough shape sawed off, I'm going to take this Dremel tool and polish it down so I get a really nice fit all the way around. This will take a little bit of time, but when I'm done, I'll have a nicely shaped pickguard that really fits the original shape of the guitar. It's really nice to have the original plate like this, so I can make these kind of changes and really make that fit true, so I have a perfect pickguard. I don't want a good pickguard, I want a perfect pickguard. And when I'm done, that's what I'm going to have. This process right here is probably going to take me about 10 minutes. So when I get done with that step, I'll be back. And here we are at the drill bit station. And what we're going to do here is we're going to drill out all the holes for the screws and holes for the bridge mounts. And then we're also going to drill a couple holes in these pickup rings so we can get the saw blade in to cut out these in the middle. So let's start that process right now. And we can see that the drill bit is not quite in place. Got to make sure it's in there nice and straight, or else we'll end up with a crooked hole. Much better. Okay, so now doing something like this without a drill press, with just a regular hand drill, is sort of a problem. With a drill press, we can get a nice, smooth, round, perfect hole. A lot of times people say that they get, when they try to drill holes, that their holes are oval. And the reason why that happens is because you don't have a drill press. If you're doing any woodworking at all, a drill press is really kind of a necessity. Now I'm going to change bits. Oh, no, not yet. First I'm going to drill out some holes here for the pickup rings to go through. Now these don't really have to be all that close, so I don't have to worry too much about lining these up, because I'm just using them so I can get the saw blade in the hole and I can cut out the middle. And I'm just going to put a couple in each place. And that's what we've got so far. Now I'm going to get a smaller drill bit, and we're going to drill out all the screw holes. Okay, now what I've done here is I've taken out the drill bit, or the scroll saw blade, and I've reattached it through those holes we put in the pickup rings. Now this will allow me to get in here, these holes. Turn that off so you can actually hear what I'm saying. It'll allow me to get into these holes and cut the perfect shape for the pickup rings. Now we got the shape pretty much roughed out. So what we're going to do is we're just going to come in here and gently pry off the old pickguard. And we might use this old pickguard at some point, so I'm going to eventually take all that tape off it. And as you can see, we've got a fairly decent pickguard. Now it still needs to be cleaned up some, and I'm going to put a bevel on it, which I will do with a Dremel. I'll come in here just like the original and put in about a 45-degree bevel all the way around. And then I'm going to have to fit it against that fretboard so it fits just perfectly. And that's going to take a little bit of doing, not too bad. So a little bit of cleanup, a little bit of sanding, and we will have this pickguard ready to go. Now we're going to put an inlay on here. We've already decided what we're going to do. We're going to do a Viking ship. So it'll be sailing right about that angle, and the sail will actually be going right up here through the pickup rings. So we're looking forward to doing that, and join us here for the next video. Hope to see you again at SharkInlay.